Let's get right to Robbie Kaplan. She's representing Edie Windsor, argued against the Defense of Marriage Act in the Supreme Court yesterday. So give me a sense, and nice to have you with us this morning. What was the atmosphere in the court like from your perspective arguing this case? You heard what Brianna just had to say about those pointed questions. How did that feel to you?
Well, there were really no surprises from our perspective in the court yesterday, Soledad. The justices were very well prepared. It's their job to ask tough questions, and they did. And I hope very much that they were satisfied with our answers.
I don't feel like you're giving me a sense of how you think it's going to go then. Did you feel that you did well enough to sway them, or do you really not know?
I'm going to quote my client, Edie Windsor, who you just heard from on your broadcast, and say that it was a good day.
Okay, so here's a little bit of an exchange that I want to play for everybody. It took place between you and Justice Roberts, talking a little bit about the political environment around all of this. Listen.
You don't doubt that the lobby supporting the enactment of same-sex marriage laws in different states is politically powerful, do you?
With respect to that category, that categorization of the term for purposes of heightened scrutiny, I would, Your Honor. I don't.
Really?
Yes.
As far as I can tell, political figures are falling over themselves to endorse your side of the case.
What did you think of what he was asking you there?
Yeah, one of the issues in this case has always been, it's a factor for constitutional analysis, whether or not a certain group has what's called political power. And it's certainly an argument that was made very much by the other side in this case. So we expected the question. I think the discussion between myself and Chief Justice Roberts was about what is the source for the very much of a change in understanding about who gay couples are, what their relationships are, and the fact that they're really no different than the relationships of straight couples. And so the discussion we were having is whether that's just political power, or as I was suggesting, that it was about a change in the moral understanding of who gay people are and what their relationships are really like.
So Peter Baker in the New York Times says that in and of itself could be a problem, right? Because if there is this momentum for gay rights in the world, it could limit any momentum legally speaking, and that, you know, if it looks like the democratic process, if you will, is playing out. How do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't agree with that, and I don't think it will. My client, Edie Windsor, is 83 years old. We believe that she is owed a refund from the United States government for a tax that she had to pay contrary to the United States Constitution. She doesn't, frankly, have time to wait for the political process to work its way out. She'll be 84 in June, and I think both the court and everyone else realizes that she's entitled to get a ruling on her claim, which two courts below agreed with her on.
Robbie Kaplan argued against DOMA in the Supreme Court yesterday. Nice to have you with us. We appreciate your time. Thank you.